With the defeat of Napoleon at Waterloo, the 20-year war with France was finally over. A new spirit of optimism was afoot. People returned from far-flung places in search of what was rightfully theirs. The Sisters Grimm shipwrecked off Portugal and landed at Watchet Harbour, Somerset. English-born, but colonial-bred. England, beware.
Pure English craftsmanship. Where did you get them?
From a dark alley in Lisbon.
That's a long ways away.
Wish we were.
There's no call for that. This is a decent parish. I'm trying to make you strangers welcome. Where are you from?
Round here's a way.
You're lying. You're robbers. Cutthroats, the pair of you. Now drop them.
Drop what?
Your britches. I want to see what else you're hiding. I know a pair of witches when I see them.
Really, sir? Don't you know it's folly to meddle with us?
How's that, then?
We're bona fide members of the House of Grimm. A letter from our great-aunt Augusta, Countess Grimm. We are her nearest and dearest. The poor rambling of our loving aunt, begging us to return to England. How could we have stayed in the Indies?
Your forgiveness, ladies. But we're overrun with witches spinning us merry.
Not us. You'll hear nothing but talk of poetry and riding from us. We like riding.
Then you must let me stable you for the night.
Esme! What? Our horses have gone.
I picked a lily from the stem. I plucked a rose from the spray. I took the bloom of 2 fair maids, and then I stole their mares. Wicklow. Can't even rhyme.
This is not his barn, then?
Or his village. If I ever see that man again, I'll shoot him with my blunderbuss.
It's my blunderbuss.
It is not. Captain Geronimo gave it to me himself.
He did not. He gave it to me for my services. That time when we were out of salt.
What?
Never mind. You were slung in a hammock with the first mate.
I was not.
And thus it passed that the Sisters Grimm found themselves on foot, knowing that they would not reach Grimm Manor before nightfall.
Ladies, welcome to Dead Woman's Ditch. Go on, you have every right.
Where are our horses?
Dead.
What do you mean, dead?
I was walking one, riding the other, and they both dropped down dead of fright.
Just like that?
Just like that. The beasts of the moors scared them to death. Never seen anything like it. Crushed my leg. I apologise for neglecting the soft speeches and polite inquiry of marriage that most well-bred young ladies would decline anyway.
Shoot him now, Esme. What's your name?
John Wicklow.
Get on your knees.
My knee is quite shot.
So will your head be. Get on your knees.
The ground is rather damp.
So's our dignity, Mr. Wicklow.
What do you want me to say?
You are a horse stealer. What did you say the name of this place was?
Dead Woman's Ditch.
Do you believe his story? About a beast of the moor?
Life teaches us to believe only what we've seen with our own eyes.
But this is a moor, is it not?
Yes, this is a moor. But I see no beast.
Am I not a beast?
How so?
Shooting poor Mr. Wicklow.
Indeed not. Mr. Wicklow's manners were just beastly.
You know what a complete romantic I am. But I do like men to have manners.
The world is full of Mr. Wicklow's sister. It's just a pity we were attracted to them.
Yes, it is a shame.
Perhaps when we get to Grimm Manor, we shall shed our shame and feel the urge to change our ways.
It will not be a moment too soon.
We shall give up our wicked past and become paragons of virtue. unnatural, if ever I saw anything.
The worst-tempered house I've ever seen.
We are home, sister.
Perhaps the journey was better than the arrival.
Good day.
Is the mistress of the house at home?
She's in mourning. Go away. Our business is with your mistress.
What sort of business?
That is none of your business.
Is that right? Who are you, then?
Take me to the old lady, or I'll blow your head off.
That gun's not loaded. That's not either, I can tell.
You're bold for a servant.
I'm not a servant. Your Grace.
Go away.
You have visitors, Your Grace.
Visitors?
2 young ladies, mistress. They say they're your nieces.
Is this my hand, girl?
I think so. Don't trust them. They're imposters.
Leave me.
But Your Grace...
Get out, Evangelista!
Do what you want with her. I've had enough of the old coot.
Come into the light. Speak.
It is I, your great niece, Fantasia Octavia Grimm.
And I, Esmeralda Grimm.
You look like a pair of harlots.
We've had an awful time, Auntie.
I haven't set eyes on you two children for 20 years. In you, I see my sister. And in you, I see myself. The fair and dark of Grimm. Cursed like the rest of us.
Might have been better to have been killed abroad.
I think we enjoyed too much liberty on the open seas.
France will soon be open to us.
A trip to Paris after this would be wonderful.
Are you hungry?
Very.
Shall I go down to the pantry?
Evangelista may be guarding the door.
I always knew you were stupid.
Hold your tongue, you wretch.
We should have that dirty pair of imposters jailed.
I will have you both whipped if you presume to violate my authority or insult me again.
Uttering old hag.
Take your hands from me.
Leopold!
I hereby leave all of my worldly possessions, property, lands, and titles, jointly to my sister's grandchildren, my great-nieces, Esmeralda Germaine Grimm and Fantasia Octavia Grimm, on the sole condition that they both marry within 1 lunar month of my departing this earth. Their first male child shall inherit the title Count Grimm.
I knew there would be a catch.
In the event that either or both fail to marry within 1 lunar month, my possessions, lands, property shall be divided into 1/2 shares to my first cousin's children, Leopold Franklin Grimm and Wilberforce Palmerston Grimm. Leopold will assume the title Count Grimm.
This is a travesty. We have no proof that these wretches are even our second cousins.
I'm sorry, Leopold. The Countess wrote a separate letter stating her complete conviction that Esmeralda and Fantasia are her nephew's children.
Fiddlesticks, Mr. Grey, the letter's a forgery.
Let us abide by our great-aunt's wishes. I am pleased that our cousins are alive and well.
Thank you, Wilberforce. You are a true gentleman.
2 matters remain. An autopsy of your aunt suggests she was poisoned. Whilst this is not conclusive, as your family solicitor, when you return in 28 days, I hope to find you alive and well. Finally, to avoid the Miss Grimms being inundated with offers of marriage from unworthy suitors, a list of eligible gentlemen has been prepared by Master Wilberforce and myself.
Why can't we make our own choice?
Miss Fancy, you have no knowledge of how English society conducts itself.
You underestimate us, cousin.
Indeed. I hope I do.
This is all nonsense. Come, Evangelista.
Our cousin does not care for us much.
Leopold is unsettled by your return to England.
And how do you feel about it, Wilberforce?
Well, naturally, I'm disappointed that I must continue living in a small house, not too far from here. But I'm happy enough.
And Leopold?
He is never in good spirits. He lives in the manor annex with Evangelista. He will manage as he deserves.
Are you married, Mr. Grey?
I am not, Miss Grimm.
And you, cousin?
Wilberforce has had the misfortune of being unlucky in love.
Robert, the list. My cousins have urgent matters to attend.
And so the sisters Esmeralda and Fancy Grimm began preparing for the arduous task of interviewing an array of suitors. Having been so long out of England, they required some education in the ways of polite society.
Why, Cousin Wilberforce? You look most agreeable today.
And you too, Mr. Grey.
Noble lords, marquises, and dukes are but mortal. When the weather is hot, they say things that are quite unbecoming of their station.
Such as what, Will? We may call you Will.
You may not.
Come, cousin. Surely you cannot be so stiff all the time.
Such noble personages make oaths that they cannot keep and remarks that are utterly indecent.
Thou love us, then.
That's quite enough chatter.
Poor Will, giving up his day's work to come and give us his sweet experience of the world.
Robert, take cover, please.
Not I, Wilberforce. You're much more a man of the world than I.
Men of all class have the same fault. Secrecy. It is their wont to persuade a young, innocent girl to give up her honor and make her swear to tell no one.
How so, Will?
Well, he may invite her to his chambers after dark.
On what pretext, cousin?
That it is the only hour he can command as free from the interruption of clients.
Do you have chambers, Mr. Grey?
Yes, and I am in the constant habit of refusing admittance to strangers after daylight.
Long hours, then, Mr. Grey?
Indeed I do. I will not leave my chambers until my papers are prepared for my clerks in the morning.
How romantic.
Hardly romantic, being surrounded by a sea of writs and vulgar confessions.
Surely not all confessions can be vulgar. Otherwise, our wonderful English poets would be most dreary. She listened with a flitting blush, with downcast eyes and modest grace. For well she knew I could not choose but gaze upon her face. She wept with pity and delight. She blushed with love and virgin shame. And like the murmur of a dream, I heard her breathe my name.
My word, Miss Grimm. I think you quite have the art of entering a man's heart.
Indeed.
This is dull. Perhaps our time with you would be better spent playing cards.
Preposterous.
I'm quite the gambler.
In a flash, she will have the shirt off your back, cousin.
Quite impossible, Robert.
Colonial schooling, colonial manners.
Well, we'll just have to continue. But at this rate, I don't think we'll marry them off in a year, let alone a month.
Major Bridgewater.
I like the tilt of him.
Too cocky for me.
Yes. I see what you mean.
There is no better prescription for a melancholic virgin than poetry.
Very well, then. And thus he sang, adieu, adieu, love's dreams prove seldom true. The blossoms, they make no delay. The sparkling dewdrops will not stay. Sweet month of May, we must away. Today, today.
Bravo, sir.
He's got fine thighs. And he's well developed.
Have I spiked my own guns?
Not at all, sir.
We are eager to have some of your thunder.
Thank you.
Do you have a defective eye, Major?
Not in the least, dear Miss Grimm. I am one of the best shots in the entire army.
And which one of us do you wish to give your best shot?
I'm not a fussy man. I need a wife, and either one of you seem fit enough to accompany me abroad.
Accompany you to where, Major?
Spain. My regiment sets off for Spain next month.
It's an impossibility for me. I have ghastly memories of the peninsula.
Then yourself, Miss Grimm.
I'm sorry, Major. I just newly arrived back in England myself and have found comfort in this renewed acquaintance with my family.
Oh, how I admire such devotion. Is there any hope of an engagement? Can you not give some ground?
Major Bridgewater. My sister and I are very fond of one another. We are inseparable. The thought of dusty Iberian plains and soldiers led by you, sweating for England on a long, heroic trek to provide for our security, is romantic beyond words. But the reality is not in the least appealing.
But ladies, I am in the county for a further 3 weeks. May I come again?
Certainly, Major. You may come and breach us with your renewed shot.
Thank you. The Miss Grimms.
I haven't heard anything going bump in the night for a while.
Your imagination is quite rampant. I feel all this talk of beasts and more is just old wives' tales.
You may think so, Esme. But have I ever been wrong before?
No, but you're not infallible. Remember Madeira?
Even I can't predict when a volcano is going to blow its top.
Same with men, fancy. Stiff-lipped and solid. Then boom!
Bits of them shooting everywhere.
Like Major Bridgewater.
Like Master Wilberforce.
Ladies.
Excuse the intrusion, cousin. We thought we'd call on you.
You do not possess many worldly comforts, Will.
I'm a man of simple tastes.
Cousin, we seek your advice.
Ask freely.
Can we see the list of suitors you've drawn up?
So far, you've given us only the names of 3.
We've interviewed Major Bridgewater.
And we're seeing Lord Ponsonby tomorrow.
And the Marquis de Clua after that.
That is correct.
Who else is on the list?
If my memory serves me, there is Count Ludlow, the Earl of Fife, and Commander Hardy.
Are there others on the list?
Yes, but it is our hope that these gentlemen will not be called for.
But you do know them.
Indeed I do.
You refuse to tell us more?
I suggest you return to Grim Manor and prepare yourselves for the lively Lord Ponsonby. He is a handsome man of fortune and breeding who loves opera, but a rascal.
You're a rascal yourself, Wilberforce Grimm.
I have no defense from your assertion, Miss Grimm.
I'm beginning to believe that you have no desire to see us married at all.
Cousins.
I tell you, Esme, they are all in on it. Why don't they just have done with us? Lord Almighty, what is that? Jordan Bennett. It's Lord Ponsonby.
What? Our handsome man of fortune and breeding.
It's not looking his best.
We shall not be going to the opera.
No. He's a dead rascal.
Let's get out of here.
Good evening, ladies. Care to join me for supper?
Not feeling hungry, are we, Esmeralda?
Come, cousins. I know you have not eaten all day. Come, dine with me.
Where is Evangelista this evening?
She had to go out.
For fresh air?
You could say that. Here, this arrived for you this afternoon. Good news?
It is from the Marquis de Clua. He is eager to be received tomorrow.
Aren't we seeing Lord Ponsonby tomorrow?
Lord Ponsonby's out of the county.
Perhaps he didn't fancy hanging about here.
Lord Ponsonby has quite departed us for higher things. I would not mourn his loss.
Lord Ponsonby is quite dead, Leopold. You will find him strung up in the woods.
Nonsense. Lord Ponsonby is in London. There are many things in our woods that defy explanation.
You're stating we've imagined it.
I'm stating that the Marquis de Clua is a young man of 25 who has fingers stained with red paint due to franking too many love letters.
And you, Leopold? No red on your fingers?
Alas, my writing skills are limited.
To names?
To signing my own name.
This is all very cozy, Leopold. Consulting with the enemy.
Dear Evangelista.
Don't Evangelista me, Leopold Grimm. I know exactly what your intentions are. You beast.
Please forgive her. She's quite fortified with brandy.
I am as sober as a judge.
Then clearly you're out to hang us all. Now go to the annex. Now!
Forgive my outburst. I hope it's not disgusted you in any way.
I cannot make judgment. I have not been married.
Oh, Evangelista and I are not married. She merely stays with me for protection.
And what are you protecting her from, Leopold?
Wilberforce. She's quite in love with him.
And does Wilberforce love her?
Wilberforce is incapable of love.
Lord above. You are a merry bunch.
Well, we are the Grimms.
What is that?
It's just the wind. Off to bed. Good night.
There is something indecent and dishonest in his eyes that I like.
You always favour rogues.
You're no different. I've seen you making eyes at Master Wilberforce.
It's proven. He's incapable of love. He's a beast of a man. They're just toying with us.
Are we not also toying with them?
A little. Any decent woman would have run a mile by now. But here we are. In the devil's den. Fearing the worst.
That's their advantage for being handsome.
You think Leopold is handsome?
He has a fine mane.
So did the Spanish. But they lost it by and by.
And so the Sisters Grimm, watchful of their present danger, kept an eye on the main chance, a husband, Bernard, Marquis de Cleur.
Miss Grimms? My, my, my! I have not seen such beauty in this county before.
You must be referring to my sister. Fancy, sir.
Indeed, indeed. But you too, Miss Esmeralda. The sun shines brightly on you too. To find you here, on a rock, as ancient as any hill, nestled in a sunny spot of greenery, creates a deep, romantic chasm in my bosom.
I fear it is about to rain. A squall so heavy that your chasm will be quite filled with a flood.
Bring it on! Bring it on! Huge fragments of rebounding hail, or chaffy grains of bursting wet. I am ready. Indeed, I am ready.
Where is Cleur, sir?
It is a small hamlet of Woodendale nearby, with caves of ice.
Far from here?
5 miles, meandering in a mazy motion.
And your prospects, sir?
I have an income of 30,000 a year from an estate in the West Indies. I am filthy rich, and my father is filthier still.
We are of the opinion that you are not serious in your pursuit for a life companion.
Heaven forbid! I am a most serious fellow.
With all your wealth, sir, what attracts you to such lowly creatures as ourselves?
Ladies, you are quite famous in the county. Your miraculous survival from sea creatures and hideous, swarthy pirates is being related in every house from Bristol to Exeter. You are quite heroines.
We are?
Indeed. crude images of you both that do not do you justice are being published in the broadsheets. You are quite celebrated.
This is news to us, sir.
I have come as a consequence to ask for your hand in marriage.
Mine?
Yes. Your picture was by far the superior in the papers.
You underestimate my sister's beauty, sir. She is by far the more beautiful.
My mind is made up, Miss Grimm. Will you do me the honor?
You must let me consider. How much did you say you had a year?
30,000.
I feel quite giddy.
Is she quite well, Miss Fancy?
I believe she is quite overjoyed.
I have quite swept you off your feet.
Yes, terribly.
Leave everything to me. I will speak with Mr. Gray this evening.
Surely you should go now. Mr. Gray closes his door to strangers after daylight.
Robert and I were schoolhouse chums at rugby. He deals with all of my affairs.
Am I just another affair, then, Bernard?
I fell in love with you the moment I heard your name. Esmeralda. I had a vision of you. A damsel with a dulcimer as fairy feet ran over dancing rocks neath a waning moon.
Marquis, I am chaste.
That is not what I have heard, Esmeralda.
Then you have heard quite wrong. Toodle along to Mr. Gray's and tell him our good news.
We will be married before the week is out. I am in Xanadu.
Where's he off to?
Mr. Gray's?
Is that a good idea after daylight?
Sister, you are quite out of cheer today.
Perhaps coming here wasn't a good idea after all. Leopold, Evangelista, and now Gay Bernard. They're all quite mad. Is it this house? Or is it the effect that we have on them?
We have set our course. And now, we must blow with it.
I fear we are running on an ill wind. The moon is rising. And I am sure matters can only grow darker.
Robert, it is I, Bernard. Well, I'll be dashed.
Half our task is done, sister. Grimm Manor and 30,000 a year. Now all we need to do is find a man of equal standing for you.
I am not inclined to marry anyone.
I will not have this place going to Leopold. Or Wilberforce. When we could have it for ourselves. I sent to Mr. Gray this morning, while you were fast asleep. And he sends word that we are to be called upon next by Count Ludlow. Count Ludlow, my sister Fancy.
Enchanted. Are you, leaving us, Miss Esmeralda?
My sister is far beyond the age where she needs to be chaperoned.
I see. Shall we take a walk then, Miss Fancy? Why did you bring me here anyway?
So I may have room to run away, in case I don't like you. What thought you of the view, my lord?
Positively dull.
I perceive you have no passion for beauty, my lord.
What beauty is there in such wildness? There are rabbit droppings underfoot.
Do you wish to hear some poetry?
I do not care for poetry, my dear. I find it false and demeaning.
Demeaning of whom?
The birds, the bees.
I think the birds and the bees are elevated by poetry, rather than demeaned by it. Take Robert Burns, for example.
I would if I knew who he was.
William Wordsworth?
Sorry.
Samuel Taylor Coleridge?
Sorry.
Surely you must know of one poet at least. William Shakespeare.
Ah, I can correct you on that. Will Shakespeare was a man of the theatre. He wrote no poetry.
My dear Count, I am a young and simple girl, much acquainted with Romeo and Juliet, Twelfth Night, and Much Ado About Nothing. I may not know a donkey from an ass, but I know poetry when I hear it.
Miss Grimm, I'm not accustomed to being so rudely spoken to.
Then it is better that you hear it from me than a man twice your size.
If you're a man, I would have satisfaction. With pistols!
I'm a good shot. Let's have a go.
Pah. You're incapable of drawing a bead.
Am I? Let's count.
Count what?
Count to 10 before I pull the trigger.
You are mad.
I would be obliged if you ran now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, sir?
Your sister is quite ready for the madhouse. The Grimms are notorious for producing mad women.
You are the most contentious rascal. No. I take that back. You're an arse.
I'm not an arse! If you do not withdraw that remark, I will have you and your sister shot!
You are not Napoleon Bonaparte. And I am not Wellington. You are a bore. And an arse.
I'm not an arse! Miss Esmeralda, you will be hearing from Mr. Gray, my solicitor, in the morning.
Mr. Gray is everybody's solicitor. So he will be forced to write to himself. Good night, sir.
Is that ferret gone?
Most certainly for good.
What was Grey thinking, picking him as a suitor for you?
I hope the beast gets him.
Well, it is quite possible. I mean, the beast is loose.
How loose?
Alas, the poor Marquis.
Renard. My intended.
Last night.
What is wrong with people around here? They keep getting themselves dead.
Even the rich ones.
We are back to where we began, sister.
Yes, but you only have 2 weeks left.
You're enjoying this little charade, cousin?
It is amusing. But you have brought some life back into this house with your capriciousness.
I am not capricious.
Well, what are you then? For you are certainly not humble.
You still think that we are imposters? That we sailed with pirates, came upon the real Sisters Grimm on the high seas, slit their throats, and thereafter have acted out their parts in order to steal your inheritance?
Yes, that pretty much sums it up.
Then why don't you just murder us and blame it on the beast of the moor?
Thought I had crossed my mind.
Had it, Leopold?
Do you think this is a good idea?
We are being played as fools. We must confront Mr. Grey and determine our standing in these matters.
But will we have the truth from him?
We are the fairer sex, sister. We are better suited to deceit than ever he can cloak himself with.
We need to know about the beast.
Well, you wouldn't want to marry him.
Don't be flippant, Robert.
These are hard times, Esmeralda. The war has ruined many families.
Where are all the other society women? In our time here, we've only seen one. Evangelista.
The women here hide themselves from sight.
Are we to believe that, in our absence from England, society has become as in Arabia?
We're free and independent women, Robert. The kind of free and independent women that England prides itself so proudly on producing.
And rightly much admired, Esmeralda.
So where are they?
They are around.
Around where?
About.
Show us.
That might be difficult.
Is there a woman behind that door?
Yes. Yes, there is. I assure you it's for her own protection.
Who is this?
This is my younger sister, Lucinda.
Can she speak?
I could speak quite well, thank you.
Her voice is quite thin, Robert.
Let's give her a cough drop and take her outside for some fresh air.
My sister's place is at home.
Come along, Lucinda.
It really is quite awful here. We're kept locked away.
Because of the beast?
And the witches.
Ah. Now I get it.
I don't.
Come, Fancy. Surely your memory cannot be so short.
Not short, Esme. My memory's shot. All these deaths and goings-on. Look at her.
She's the girl in the short shift.
No. I'm sure that was Evangelista.
We take turns.
Really?
Every Saturday night, in a different place.
Just Saturdays?
Who then is the beast?
That's also taken in turns. I must go.
Why?
We are not meant to speak with you.
Levi Churchyard.
Keep your hair on, Vicar.
See you Saturday night, Vic.
This is like that time in Haiti.
At least we knew it was called Mumbo Jumbo and Voodoo.
Entertainment.
You don't expect this in England.
Just because this is a Christian country, Fancy, does not mean it isn't rife with pagans. Black magic is everywhere.
Stonehenge.
That's sun worship. This is much more serious.
A hocus pocus.
You think that's what we have here?
Witchcraft. These woods are perfect for them.
Good God! Surely not. How dare you scare me like that?
How would you like to take me to the dance on Saturday?
I would rather die than go anywhere with you.
Is that so?
Unlike you, I was never left in the care of servants to learn bad manners and worse morals. Unlike you, I've never consorted with thieves and pirates. And unlike you, I've always exercised politeness and humility in my deportment.
What's this, then? Your church clothes?
I do not feel well.
You should take your Anderson Aperium pills every night before you go to bed. They would rid you of your prudish, frostbitten nose.
I'm a paragon. A virtual paragon.
You are a witch.
How dare you?
That didn't go too well.
We've got them on the back foot.
How so?
They know we know more than they do. Another note from Gray.
The Earl of Fife will call tomorrow.
My love days are over.
Fie. Let us go chase rabbits instead.
Spurn the Earl?
If we are to become objects of desire, then let us be chaste.
We are hardly chaste.
Chaste, dear sister, chaste. Over hill and moor. Let us play hide and seek like the Pimpernel.
What about the dance?
Fiddlesticks. It's only Wednesday.
And so the Sisters Grimm took to the hills in pursuit of rabbits instead of men. This quite vexed us all, for there was a full scheme of things still to be unravelled about the Miss Grimms. They were quite unlike any other women we had encountered. Uncertain as we were about their origins, there was something of the grim about them.
Gentlemen, I'm not convinced.
Nor I.
Chasing rabbits is an old grim tradition, gentlemen.
At Easter time, Robert.
It is nearly Easter time.
I still think they're imposters.
Gentlemen, in 12 days you'll inherit without any further concerns. It's obvious they're not going to secure husbands in that time.
No, Robert, we must be certain and stick to the plan. Is Fife still in place?
Eagerly standing by.
Leopold.
See, I thought this were all ridiculous when we started, but now I find it quite charming. For there is now a woman who a poor, weak man would find it very difficult to resist.
Miss Esmeralda.
Miss Fancy.
My dear Leopold, I've heard you talk of horse riding, cockfighting, fencing, religion, language, claret and champagne, house and hobbies, venison, parrots, and art, but never a woman.
Gentlemen, to the matter in hand.
Of course.
Do you like the birds, Earl?
Aye, I do. I like them better when they're on my plate for supper.
I cannot help but notice that you are unattended by servants.
Servants are very jealous people, dearie. They'd rob you blind if you just nod off for just 1 second.
I think it unnecessary to keep servants in this day and age.
Well, there's those that have everything, and then there's those that like to steal it from them. Take a bird, for example. A wee robin wrestles a worm from the earth, and along comes a big muckle crow and snatches it from him.
Aren't we the crows?
No, not at all. We're the wee robins. You see, we robins are very territorial. When we find a spot, we like to stay at that place. We're faithful wee creatures. Do you have servants at Grim Manor?
We have one, although she's hardly a servant. She's Leopold's lover.
You don't say. Who does your washing and cleaning at that?
We're quite capable. We're modern women.
So you believe in free love? You're not a virgin?
I have, at times, enjoyed receiving gentlemen. How else should a woman get by? You're not shocked?
No, not at all.
I never tell on any man. And no one could induce me to name a gentleman I have favoured.
What about Mr. Wicklow?
Don't mention that man to me.
John Wicklow?
You know him, Angus?
A dirty scoundrel.
Well, you don't need to worry about him anymore. He's gone to the devil.
That's odd, because I swore I saw him at the pump room at Bath just the other day.
You must be mistaken.
Surely, yes.
So, Angus, do you think you can marry me within 10 days?
That's a bit sudden. I am partial to bachelorhood. Kiss me again. I need more time to think.
That Angus. How could I have been such a fool?
Maybe he'll come back for second helpings.
I hadn't thought of that. Perhaps it's best he did a runner.
Major Bridgewater must be back any day. I quite like the way he strutted about, like some stag.
Perhaps the beast has got him. It's such a bind. Why don't they believe we're the Sisters Grimm?
20 years of war. People are still trying to uncover French spies. I'm surprised we have not been accused of that yet.
The Abode of Love, Seven Sisters Road, midnight Saturday. I've changed my mind. I don't want to go to the dance.
What's there to be scared of?
A straw wig and a short petticoat. I don't think so.
You'll be the toast of the ball.
I'll look like a knob. You'll be fine. You're close to the ground. With my big spider legs, I most certainly will look like a knob.
It's our society introduction.
To the beast.
There is no beast. They're all in on it. Leopold, Wilberforce, Mr. Grey.
In on what? Making us look ridiculous.
Have you ever thought that this whole will thing was just made up?
To what purpose?
To scare us off.
It's far too far-fetched to have any credence.
Aye. Maybe you're right.
You sound like Captain Geronimo, then.
Captain Geronimo. What a man.
Even though he was a cutthroat and a vagabond.
I admit he was a villain for indentering us to a life of piracy, but it's done us no harm.
Destroying our chances of a genteel life of afternoon tea and whist.
Given the chance, I go back to sea tomorrow.
And I. It's a dull, dark life here.
So, it is settled then. We are going to the dance on Saturday, sister.
Settled, sister.
And so the Sisters Grimm decided on a course of action to uncover the mysteries of the abode of love.
This is the right place.
Yes.
This is Saturday night.
It's Sunday now.
Are you raving? This is a church.
You are an ass, sir.
Smells of horses.
He was hung like one, too.
He's just a mere human, fancy.
You are a madman, sir. I've done you no ill.
Put up your sword, sir.
I have no sword, as you can see.
You are a coward, sir.
I am no coward. I'm a gentleman.
You are no gentleman, sir. You are a villain.
It's Wicklow. How's that possible?
Oh, you are a fine fellow, John. So, how do you find the Sisters Grimm?
If the vicar had not interrupted us, the shrews would have had me.
So you think them shameless?
I think they have seen service in a brothel.
The wickedness of that man.
I'll shoot him this time.
No.
How's your mistress?
Devonshire.
You can't leave that girl alone, can you?
No, indeed. But for now, I need further female company.
Well, go to the Grimm Manor as arranged, and I assure you some satisfaction.
Mr. Grey sends word. We are to be called upon next by Commander Hardy.
Wicklow.
A Nelson veteran. Shy,
but faithful in love as he is always at sea. Then indeed it is Wicklow, in the guise of a war hero. We are being taken to be fools, Esme. Wicklow surely must have told them about our encounter in Dead Woman's Ditch.
Perhaps not. His pride may have prevented it.
More like the fact that he stole our horses.
There's a Navy man here to see you.
Come, Leopold. Surely you know Commander Hardy.
No, I do not. You met him?
Does he have an eye patch?
Yes, he does. Just like Nelson.
Does he have a limp?
Yes, he does. Just like Nelson.
Cousin, after this last charade, we need to have a good talk. Come, sister. Commander Charles Hardy, I believe.
Hard to believe, I know. I hardly know myself. One minute I'm on my ship, and the next here I am, conversing with the ladies of this beautiful house.
It is not our house yet, Commander. We need your help in that matter.
Aye, Mr. Grey told me. Charlie, he said, get up to the manor. There were two ladies in mortal distress.
Hardly mortal. More morally undressed than distressed.
Nice joke, miss. This one not talk, then? What? Dumb, is she?
Totally. The hero of the Battle of Trafalgar. You must have been, what, our age when you saw Nelson fall?
I was, miss. A young lieutenant, hanging about on deck with the big boys.
The big boys have more fun, don't they?
No doubting it. Cannons shooting off all the time. Hardly time to reload when you're in the thick of it.
How came you by the eye, Commander?
Shot through the head by a Mussulman in Egypt.
While engaged in maneuvers?
So to speak. I was playing backgammon with his wife, and I was well up. The bullets initially lodged in my timbers, but now it rattles about me brain.
And your limp? Another war wound?
It was out in India. Thumping great Raj of a fellow took a bite out me leg when he found me in a four-poster bed with his daughter. A bloody vegetable eater. Court-martialed for it he was. Caused a mutiny, it did. Never so glad to get back to sea before the gangrene set in. I hope you don't think I'm a man prone to misfortune.
Well, you still have two arms, Commander. Are you at all musical?
I love a good blow on the hornpipe. And you can't beat a shanty. Do you have a favourite tune, my dear?
Charlie is my darling.
Most droll. Is it you that wishes to be married first, miss? I do not think the law would allow me to marry you both, although I have the stamina.
Has Mr. Grey talked terms with you? Mr. Wicklow?
He has. The name is Hardy, miss.
Come, come. We know you're John Wicklow. There's no mistaking that bulge in your pants.
I didn't think this trifle would be missed from such a large establishment.
You are a thief and a scoundrel.
Please. No, I'll do anything. The bullet really does rattle around my head.
We left you for dead.
Master Wilberforce found me in the ditch, and knowing me from the abode of love, carried me to Mr. Grey's. I was delirious and spouted all sorts of good and evil about my attackers.
You told Wilberforce that we had attacked you.
I said I'd met 2 witches pretending to be the Sisters Grimm. Wilberforce dictated to Mr. Grey a course of action, for it was certain you 2 would soon turn up at the manor.
I don't understand Wilberforce's motives.
Ah, well, there's the rub. See, your Aunt Augusta died 2 years back and left you the lands of Grimm. When you didn't show up, after a year, by default, the estate was divided between Leopold and Wilberforce.
This is a cock and bull story. Shoot him now, Fancy.
It's the truth.
What else do you know?
Nothing. You'll have to ask Mr. Grey. Please, if you let me go, I'll quit the county.
If you don't, we will have you hung for horse stealing.
I'm on my way. I'll, have me a little something to buy me a nag.
Mr. Grey,
Esmeralda.
may we go somewhere quiet?
Certainly.
You've been deceiving us.
I have only been following the instructions of my clients.
Wilberforce.
And Master Leopold.
What's going on, Robert?
They wish to marry you.
They are our cousins.
They are removed enough to be legal.
I don't want to marry Leopold.
It is Master Wilberforce who wishes to marry you, Miss Fancy.
And Leopold wishes to marry me.
Yes.
Strange goings on.
What about the other suitors?
2 of them my clerks and the others servants at Grimm Manor. I think it best the Master Grimms answer the remainder of your questions.
I apologize if we put you under any duress. At no time was your life in any danger.
My dear Leopold, it is a relief to discover there is no beast.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
So Lord Ponsonby was not strung up and hung from a tree then?
No, that was our footman Tucker. He got cold feet, so we had to kill him off, so to speak.
Major Bridgewater?
Our butler, Duckett.
Marquis de Cluer?
Our groom, Cooper.
Earl of Fife?
Jones, one of Robert's clerks.
I'd keep my eye on that Jones.
Is Evangelista really Leopold's mistress?
Our maid, Eliza.
Aunt Augusta?
The cook.
The Reverend Spaxton?
Robert Senior Clerk Willis.
Lucinda?
Our kitchen maid, Grace Wilson.
And that awful Count Ludlow?
Oh, he was genuine. He was actually looking for a wife. Miss Fancy, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with Esmeralda.
Fiddlesticks, Wilberforce! Why did you not say so earlier?
Things have turned out quite wrong.
Not at all. Close your eyes And do not move.
Can I open them yet?
Not yet.
Ow. Filthy fly. Where are you?
Right here.
Esmeralda.
Wilberforce Grimm, you're a bully of a man. But I love you for it.
Why did you not believe that we were the Sisters Grimm?
That man Wicklow, he told us you were imposters. And we thought if we could scare you away, you may not contest Aunt Augusta's will. See, we are ill-liked in the county. So it therefore would have been a foregone conclusion that the court would have found in your favor. Be you the real sisters or not, and that would have left us out in our ears.
So you concocted this elaborate deception in the hope we would go away?
Yes. And you would have done in time. We did make life out here to be very grim.
And the marriage, Leopold? 1 full lunar month.
Yes, well, that was to elicit information about you both.
It acquainted me with English society. And I'm not so sure that I like it.
They were servants. Dear Fancy.
Yes, of course. Farewell, farewell. But this I tell, to thee thou wedding guest. He prayeth well, who loveth well, both man and bird and beast. He prayeth best, who loveth best, all things both great and small. For the dear God that loveth us, he made and loveth all. Well, all's well that ends well. I thought the poetry had quite gone out of me.
Indeed. We have the house. We have the husbands. We have our place in society.
Not bad. For a pair of imposters.
And so the Sisters Grimm became the mistresses of Grimm Manor and all it surveyed. But in time, they would come to learn that the beast of the moor was no mere fancy.